Okay, that's what's going on. Why did it I think I unconsciously pressed it, and I had to see where my box is, why I should be standing. I don't feel comfortable to stand here though. Hold on, let me get myself straight. Cause with this streaming shit, bro, I promise you, if I don't hit go live on the camera, I honestly don't know if I'm going to like go live. Like I just be sitting here just fucking thinking sometimes, bro. Like I will push this shelf over some if I can without blowing up the entirety of my whole fucking room. Let me chill a little bit. Yeah, because of those in the corner and me not wanting to fuck up literally everything, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. I'm gonna try and push it to the edge of the frame more. See if that helps a little bit. And then where do I stand? Like over here somewhere? You can't even see the Funko Pops at that point. Gotta bring it up. Put my nail on it. To make sure I stay on this part of the cam. There we go. There we go. Exit out of that. We got a couple trailers and some FGC news. Excuse me. And in particular, I'm gonna talk about that. Hold on, next time I'm gonna talk about some game news. But I got some FGC stuff I'm gonna talk about. I got some Clobberin stuff. Clobberin Club stuff I'm gonna talk about. Which reminds me, I need to put this live stream in the Clobberin Club tier, so that like when I'm editing everything, I know where everything is at, so that I could find it later. No, not that tag. No. There we go. GC. FGC vids. Done. Save. Make sure this is in the FGC vids list, and then I get to yap about Marvel Rivals. Excuse me, I'm organizing things for my stream so that I may have the optimal stream. All right, that's done properly. Boom. Not wait. Keep forgetting to drag that over. Now we get to talk. Wait, let me reload it. Now I get to yap and talk about my thoughts on the Clobberin Club. So first thing I want to say is my first day one Clobberin Club. My body keeps veering to this side when really I need to be like all the way the fuck over here. Let me move my chair. Because I have to go from standing on that side of the room to now standing on this side of the room. I like my body like naturally wants to veer and be right here because this is where I feel the middle of the camera is, but I need to be like over here somewhere. But anyway, I will move this back some though, because like my brain feels uncomfortable right there. All right, so I've had a lot more time in the Clobberin Club. I've spent a lot more time chilling in the Clobberin Club, and now that I've done that, I am here to give you the updated, objectively correct Clobberin Club tier list. And my fucking stream deck keeps switching to the wrong goddamn input. I don't know why I keep switching to this other fuck ass input. I really don't. You just fucked up my intro right there, you bitch ass nigga. Where is it at? Sound. See, look. That's what I be talking about. My body be veering. I need to stand right here, but my body wants to stand like somewhere over here. Stay right here, Captain. Did we? Oh. Yo, my lock just hit my arm and my brain got confused. I was like, I know there's no flies in my house, so what the fuck is touching my arm? But we good now. We good now. So, this is the objectively. Nobody else's list can be right except for mine, because this is the objectively correct Clobberin Club tier list. Now, to give a quick explainer of the tiers and what's going on, we got the can't lose if AFK tier. That's for the characters in this mode that are so good that if you see somebody's gonna play them for all 3 matches, they basically forced your hand to play one of the 2 characters of all time in this game mode. And little spoiler alert, that tier hasn't changed, but all the rest of them, there's gonna be changes. Insta win. These are the characters where you don't instantly get a 100% guaranteed fisticuff in the ass guaranteed win if they pick anybody but these characters or anybody above them. Skill check. That's for the characters where if you play these characters, it's not that crazy to be able to say this character can win a good majority or at least a fair amount of the matchups that you put them in. If you're like that, if you're fucking trash, if somebody says, do you know the such and such tech for this character, and you go and tell them, nah, that's not a real tech, bro, just get the fuck out of here. There's no way that's a real tech. Then you see them do it because they're better at the character than you. You're not going to be able to consistently win with this character, like as if they were an instant win or can't lose with AFK. Harder than me in a Waffle House. I really just needed to find a name for the tier just above hard, but not as crazy as if you got the skills that you could win. Like that's a tier for the characters. Even if you got the skills, it's still pretty hard to bust out a win because there's a lot of characters that could just put foot in their ass. Never. I feel like that's self-explanatory, but for the one dumbass out there, the never tier is for if you pick this character, you're never going to win. Unless they're just sitting there, Ray Charles, smacking a keyboard, doing random shit. And even in that case, you still might lose because that character might just be better. You're never winning. So, and this list goes in alphabetical order. And now that I've had more time to test out and play with and against Emma, she's going to be included. I mean, not Emma, Elsa. She's going to be, oh my God. Marvel Rivals has so many fucking white women. Please stop. Please introduce some black characters, period. Introduce some black women especially. Jesus Christ, man. But first we got Adam Warlock, and this is the beginning phases of the tier list, so stuff is subjective to move, but I'll explain as I go along, and I'll go piece by piece and say why I think they should be placed, and at the end, you know, I do my adjustments for TikToks and whatnot. Adam Warlock has basically 3 to 4 health bars if you play correctly. Even if you're not the best Adam Warlock and you just charge and walk around in circles and use the projectiles that can't headshot, making it so that they can't reduce your cooldown. If you're playing like that and you're landing enough shots to where you can snap and be fine, and still remember, after you snap, once you die, you get to respawn and basically fight them all over again and refight them and re-get a whole nother health bar and 2 snap charges that, again, you can headshot to get back quicker, and you can run and hide, and in overtime, when that damage overtime starts applying to you, you can snap it back away. Just saying, you could give yourself a lot of bailouts. But he isn't a character that's so easy, you just put him in the hands of any old dumbass and you get a win. So that's why he stays in at an insta win. Like, he has enough tools to win if you have a decent level of skill. Like, if you could decently aim and you could time your heals just so that nothing will one-shot you, you should be fine. Angela, for right now, I think I'm gonna put her in a skill check because I feel like, and this is like a universal thing that also applies to her, characters in this game that are great in team fights aren't necessarily always great in solo situations in 1v1s, and I think Angela is one of the best examples of that, because in a team situation where Angela can kidnap you and throw you into the middle of her backline and get your ass boomed and blow you up, Angela's a great fucking character. I go so far as to say Angela's fucking amazing. She's one of the most amazing characters in the goddamn game. Top 5 at least. But when it comes to 1v1 situations, like the fact that she gets blue health, which usually puts her character up a tier in the insta win tier, like for consideration of maybe even the can't lose AFK tier in certain cases, which we'll get to when we get to. Blue health reigns supreme and blue health is king. But the thing about it is, she doesn't have any way to burst you down that's as quick as a DPS can. So like in her 1v1s, like if she's 1v1ing a half health squishy, like, oh yeah, she's gonna blow you up and beat the fuck out of you. But in an arena where everybody has all their resources, it's a skill check against the other person and for you, as if to test if you're gonna win or not. Like she doesn't have anything that makes her an instant win character. The ability to generate blue health is the only thing keeping her out of the harder than me in a Waffle House tier. BBC Panther, hardest skill check character in the fucking game, period. In and out of team fight circumstances. Because the thing about Black Panther is, if you land your dash resets, he doesn't stop fucking hitting you. But in a team fight, it's way easier to land dash resets because you could throw a spear at 2 people and dash at those people and hit one of those 2 and then ghost dash and get a dash reset to another person and like do some crazy shit like that. Or you could throw all your damage on a one person's forehead and kill them before they even get a chance to fucking play the game or even fight back. Like in a team setting where you can hide behind a wall and wait for a nigga to not pay attention, a strat like that is very good. But in an arena where I'm looking dead at you and you're not sneaking up on me, Black Panther's not that great of a character, but he can surprisingly do a lot. And don't forget, at low health, he could generate shield. So it's not as good as certain other characters, but it's enough to make it to where he has a surprisingly high sustain, even if you put some damage on him and get him low health. Because whenever he dashes through somebody with a mark at low health, he gets blue health for it. So that mechanic, on top of the fact that if he hits his resets, he basically doesn't stop doing damage to you, pretty fucking busted. And then he has what? 3 ways: spear, kick, spear. If he rotates his spears and kicks properly and breaks line of sight in the right way and like abuses that wall climb, double jump in the cover that's in there, Black Panther can really be effective. Now, yo dumbass that's never played Black Panther a day in your fucking life is not gonna be able to do that. But I feel like somebody who really does play Black Panther will be able to fucking cook. It's not that Black Widow is bad in a 1v1. It's that how easy it is for her to win a 1v1 is severely matchup dependent. Meaning, there's characters like, for example, I don't know, Spider-Man, who she instantly wins a fucking 1v1 with. She could just beat his ass and damn near one-shot him. Whether he swings away, if your aim is good enough, whether he swings away or whether he drops in and tries to uppercut you, and as soon as he cocks his arm back to hit you into the sky, you kick the shit out of him. Bow! Zoop! Come here! Bow! Shoot him in the head again and get your damage off that way. Like when she's fighting against squishies and low sustain characters, she can fucking cook, especially with melee characters and divers. She can cook the shit out of you. But it's all dependent on your aim, and I'm not gonna lie, there's other characters that do the same shit but so significantly better, it doesn't make sense to play her. Blade. We'll see as we go along. But Blade is really fucking good in this mode, but it's matchup dependent. There's like, if Blade is playing against a character without crazy high sustain, the fact that he has a CC tool and an anti-heal tool that fucks with any characters using healing or blue health abilities that also slows them as well as CCs them, so if they're doing any dashes or anything like that that gives them sustain, it fucks with them. And like the fact that if you try and run in a corner and hide like a bitch, he has a gun that he could use to pump you in the back. Like that's actually surprisingly pretty good. And like I said, it's one of those things where it's like it's very, very matchup dependent. But in the matchups where he shines, nigga, he shines. Captain America, we're gonna put this nigga in the never tier because the difference between Captain America diving like a Luna Snow and Captain America diving like a Thor is, in one scenario it takes 15 seconds to kill him, and the other one it takes 30, but the nigga dies because he doesn't do no fucking damage, and everybody can out sustain his goddamn damage in a 1v1. That's why Captain America sucks ass right now, why his damage needs to be buffed. Because when Captain America had that good thinking Thor, there was at least sometimes where he was able to do damage. And like my favorite thing about good thinking Thor was if there was a fly, somebody playing a flyer and they were hiding in the sky like a bitch, good thinking Thor, now I'm throwing this shield up your ass and you gotta hold that bitch ass nigga. Cloak and Dagger, she might be in consideration for never, but because she has her healing bubble, if somebody's a little bit on the slow side, you might be able to finesse them, especially if you use blind and cape very well. I'm not gonna lie, shit's pretty difficult. Daredevil, do I need to explain? The nigga generates a metric fuck ton of health. He basically is the only melee character in the game that can shoot you, aka when he throws batons. His ability where he smacks his batons on the floor and he humps the air in front of him, then he gets another whatever it's called, the justice dash, where he puts his batons in front of himself and dashes towards you. He gets another dash like that after smacking you with the ropes and getting a dash in the first place. Like, you can't run away from Daredevil, and if you pick an invisible character, that don't matter. He's still gonna zoom to you and beat your ass, and that's another thing. Not only does he have a deflect, but he has the ability to say, if you're standing across the map, hiding like a bitch going, he can zoom over to you and still kick your ass and beat the melee out of you. Like, what more do you want from me? What more do you, like, he's everything you would want in a mode like this. Like, the nigga isn't necessarily unkillable, but you have to use your cooldowns against him very carefully. You have to bait the shit that he does very carefully, because whatever you do, he has a way to counteract it if you're not careful. Deadpool. Now, before I put Deadpool in the never category, because his mechanic fundamentally doesn't work. And like support pool and tank pool aren't really that great. But I'm gonna put him in harder than me in a Waffle House simply for tank pool. Tank pool's 1v1 ability, if you can actually land your fucking shots, is crazy, because not only does he have a bubble and like the ability to upgrade that bubble to make it so that he's invincible when inside, if you actually get to the upgrades, but that ability where you can just start shooting at double speed for like 5 seconds, if you're landing your shots and you catch them slipping, you can really bust a nigga head open before they can really hit you and do damage to you. And like, especially, and you could shoot through a lot of high sustain characters, sustain damage with that ability, or force, let's say, Iron Fist to activate his block, and then you throw down bubble and make the nigga punch the bubble. Like, there's a lot of counterplay with tank pool, but support pool, trash. And then DPS pool is a hard skill check, but support pool, that nigga has nothing going from him, to the point to where it's like, bro, what more do you want from me, gang? Doctor Strange, it's pretty hard to win because a lot of the matchups you're going to be going against are going to be melee characters, and Doctor Strange damn near automatically loses to melee characters, A, and B, like, he gets chewed a lot in general. Like, Doctor Strange is good, is another example of what I was saying with Angela. He's good in a team environment, but in a 1v1 situation, he's not really that amazing. Like, yeah, you have stuff like Maelstrom of Madness that burst down a lot of health really fast, but against a character like, I don't know, Phoenix, let's say, where you can't just hold up your shield like a bitch forever, you're gonna get fucking chewed through. God forbid you see a Wolverine, you see a character like Hulk, Thing, Thor, Iron Fist, Blade. Like, there's a lot of characters that are commonly played in this mode that fucking chew you alive. And Doctor Strange doesn't have any good rundown abilities where he could chase somebody. Because, yeah, there's bunny hopping tech with Cloak of Levitation cancels, but I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna be able to consistently do that if somebody runs away from you after you chase them down with the Cloak of Levitation bunny hop cancel. Like, you're pretty much fucked after that situation. So he has too many weaknesses to make him a skill check even, but he's not necessarily never tier, because like if you're fucking around, you will find out that this nigga can still blow you up. It's not as bad as Gamma Doctor Strange, but this nigga will still blow your shit apart. Elsa, everybody swears to God that every new character is broken, but I don't think Elsa's broken at all. She's decent in this mode because she has a very good ranged option that chunks a lot of fucking damage. She has a dash that's giving her blue health all the fucking time, and as the match progresses, if you play her more and more, you're getting more and more blue health, and I mean more and more dashes that give you more and more blue health for just existing, basically making her a higher than usual sustain. And then of course you have the trap to bait melee characters to walk a certain way that's more favorable to you. Like, she has a lot of stuff where if you have the skill and you can play the proper mind games, you can squeeze out wins pretty easily. But when she gets shut the fuck down, which ain't hard, she gets shut down hard. Emma, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put this bitch in the never tier. Now, in a team setting, Emma's really fucking good. But what a lot of you need to realize is Emma outside of a team setting doesn't really have a way to burst you down. Like, the main tool in her kit, the thing that her kit revolves around is the diamond form choke slam into a wall kick combo. While that does work in here, the reason why that shit is so deadly and devastating in a team fight is because when she grips you by the neck and kicks you into the wall, that gives literally everybody on your team the 1,000 years that it takes for them to stop aiming at a wall with their arrow keys and turn around and shoot her and shoot them, whoever's diving. Which, according to the leagues, is going to be Black Cat and fucking White Fox next season, but we'll get there when we get there. Anyways, point is, she's fucking amazing in a team setting. In a team setting, even though I hate that bitch, she's... But in a setting where she's getting her shit beat up, which I feel like is cool that Emma's fucking terrible in a real 1v1 because
humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return.
Anyway, I just wanted to use that button, honestly. But Gambit, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain too much. The nigga can heal himself, he can anti-heal you, and not only can he anti-heal you, if you have any effects or shit like that, he can cleanse himself. Like, that's really fucking useful. Like, all those abilities with the cards is really useful. And if you manage your cards, and don't forget, he has a dash that not only can either, like, he has a dash that can not only heal him, but it also does damage, and it's fast and random as fuck. You can instant activate pole dash whenever you want. So, like, if you have the skill to, Gambit can cook your shit. Like, Gambit can card you to death and just beat your shit in. But in most scenarios, I would say he has the ability to do that. But if you don't have the skills to shut him down, you're fucked. Groot, I'm not gonna lie, Groot has the ability to burst you down, and he has the benefit of certain matchups can run in his favor because he can throw down that big ass wall behind him and then fight in front of it and make it so that over half the arena you basically can't fight him there because he's immovable and he generates blue health just for fucking existing and spanking you. But the downside to Groot is he's a big ass target with a big ass health bar and he's slow as shit. So if you pick a character that can run away from him, he fucking collapses. And there's a lot of characters that do that or just beat his ass faster than you can beat their ass. Skill check. Hard skill, well, nah, right here. Skill check. He's one of the harder. Actually, I would argue he's a harder skill check than Black Panther because there are so many characters in this game mode that just run at you and punch you in your fucking face and you just blow the fuck up. And Hawkeye is only what, like 275, 250, 300-ish health, so he's really susceptible to getting blown the fuck up. So you basically have one chance to hit that goddamn arrow, And like they start from so far away that you have a lot of time to hit that arrow, but you better hit that bitch, because if you don't, nigga, you're dying. So he's a very snowball character. Not as snowbally as like Elsa, where she actively will fucking cook your shit, or as snowbally as Tank Pool, where if you get more upgrades, especially if you're getting kills and like you kill them a couple rounds and you could get a couple upgrades, like bro, Tank Pool has one of the hardest snowball abilities in this game, but because of the nature of this mode, you don't really get them. Hella. I'll say Hella's a hard skill check because for her, it's the same thing as Clint. Like, she has a movement ability and she has the ability to like melt you. But if you hit her first and you hit her harder, she will melt. Hulk. I'm gonna put him in insta win for now. Hear me out, hear me out. A big ass tank that essentially has 2 health bars, and if you do your rotations properly, even if you get de-hulked, now you have a 4th health bar. Not only that, but at the beginning of the match, what a lot of Hulk players like to do is they like to try and poke and get some damage, and as soon as they get hit once, I'm hulking out, which sometimes costs them, but most of the time, as long as you're not a fucking idiot, won't cost you and is a free get out of jail free card that lets you do a little bit of damage on your opponent. But let's also remember, he can jump across the fucking arena and constantly bubble himself over and over and over, blocking a lot of your damage. And then he could clap. And then also remember, he could fuck up certain abilities you have with a stun. So even though he doesn't have a way to straight up burst you down, he has a lot of methods and abilities to just live for so fucking long. He beats your ass over time and kills you faster than you could kill him. Johnny Storm, I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the hardest characters in this game to fucking win with. Again, actually, I'll put this nigga in never, because he's by far the worst flyer. If there's more characters down there, I might move him up, but for right now, he's firmly in the fucking never category. I just realized I haven't checked my chat. Let me do that. This shit is working. Because y'all could have been sitting here this whole time sending me messages and my dumb ass never even thought to check. Why did it pull up my camera? What the fuck? Okay, try that. That's working. And let me try. Wait, is the long one not live? Oh, it is. Okay, I thought I was tweaking. So my other chat is not working? The fuck? Alright, give me 1 second. If y'all said anything in chat and I missed it, I'm so fucking sorry. I just realized my shit wasn't working for one of my chats. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Exit out of that. Lower that. Hit OK on that. Over there. Let me test my chat one last time. Okay, yeah, one of my chats is not showing up. It's not working properly, so I'm gonna have to throw that in the bottom corner. Boom! There we go. Now I can see anything anybody says. All right, back to the yappage. I don't remember who I said I might move him up. Invisible Woman. Skill check. There's a lot of people who pick Invisible Woman in cheese, and Invisible Woman's not really a skill check on their part because the bitch requires no skill. Go invisible, hit you with that fucking orb, and then keep going invisible and be able to out heal the overtime timer. This fucking heifer is a skill check on you to know how to not lose at the character select screen. Excuse me. Like, she's a skill check for the person playing against her, not for her, because cheese ass character. Chief of Town Hall. He's able to straight up heal himself as well as give himself overhealth. He has a move that not only is a good traversal move, but does more damage at low health randomly for some fucking reason. And he has a whatever cooldown you want to throw at me that should one-shot me doesn't get to one-shot me button. Like, he gets to block one ability. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is in the game. He gets to block one of any of whatever ability he wants to in the game and get rewarded by generating blue health for it. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, every time I say the shit that he can do is just followed by a, because this nigga is just allowed to do everything that he fucking wants. He has every tool in the world to win a 1v1. So if you're losing 1v1s with Iron Fist consistently, get the fuck out of here, nigga, your ass. Iron Man just fucking sucks. Like, this nigga, he has no upsides. Like, yes, being able to fly is cool, but when you start playing against characters that aren't, I mean, not characters, if you're playing against somebody that's not blindfolded, well, ironically, unless this nigga, if you're not playing against somebody that's blind, you're getting your shit twisted, because hitting a nigga that's in the sky with no cover, mind you, all the cover for this mode is on the ground. When you're in the sky, you have no cover. And when you're flying near the floor, you're defeating the purpose of picking a flying character, because their movesets are designed for somebody who has a bird's eye aerial view. You see why in a 1v1 mode they don't really do a lot? They fucking suck. So yeah, this nigga Iron Man, ass. Fucking horrid. There's so many matchups in this game where this nigga just instantly loses. Like, it's actually comedic, especially since the season of Flyers, they made it so that way more characters have ways to stop people who are flying from just flying in the sky infinitely and not having a get out of jail free card be their space bar. It's not that easy to just fly around and kill people with this character. He's really bad in this mode. I'll put it to you like this. Jeff is so fucking good in this mode. If you don't basically one-shot him, you lose instantly. Because I know there's a timer on it, but he can infinitely keep healing himself. He can swim to the top of the pole and spiral it, so he's really fucking hard to hit. Even with a character with auto aim like Iron Fist or Daredevil, because keep in mind with Iron Fist, you must have LOS to hit them, and when he spirals around the pole, he's constantly breaking your LOS and making you play a guessing game of which way he'll go or whether he'll go in the first place. Then on top of that, with a character like, I don't know, let's say Daredevil, or actually better example, Hulk, when he's in the ground, he's CC proof, so you can't even stun him out of the ground. You have to wait till his bubbles run out, land your fucking stun, and then just find a way to kill his ass before the stun ends. But oh wait, by the time you're finished stunning him, the prevention timer from preventing him from spamming jumping in the ground is back up, and guess what he's gonna do? Jump back in the ground and heal all the way the fuck back up. So this nigga in this mode is fucking amazing at 1v1s. Like this nigga is actually broken in 1v1s to the point to where this nigga literally lives forever. He dead ass doesn't have to fucking fight you. I'm being so dead ass. This nigga literally does not have to fight you to win. And it's not me just getting beat by one fucking Jeff player. Even the dumbest of Jeff players, if I'm not playing Daredevil, where I can basically one-shot them, I'm fucking cooked. Because everybody else I play in this mode is kind of hard to one-shot people. Besides, like, maybe Thor. Like, I can maybe beat a Jeff with a Thor. Because, like, I am familiar enough with Thor's playstyle to be able to borderline one-shot people who are, like, under 300 or so health. But at the same time, it's like, damn, bro, I gotta one-shot this nigga to win? Loki. Now, before, I had Loki in the never or harder than me in a Waffle House equivalent tier, because I don't remember what all these shits were. I accidentally, like, deleted all the old tiers, resetting it. But I put Loki in the skill check tier because I went against a really good Loki. Wait, oh, I was making sure my shit didn't clonk out. Exit out of that. But I went against a really fucking good Loki. And they showed me that if you play to the fact that he can set up clones, and unless you're going against Daredevil, you know the right timings of when to swap and how to fake be still and when to rune properly. Loki is pretty goddamn hard to kill. Like he's one of those characters that, like, literally, if I'm not playing Daredevil, I'm sitting there like, oh god, I hope I picked a character with some type of tracking move like Thing or Mr. Fantastic, where if you try and switch your clones, it'll switch around and pull to you, or like Spider-Man, where if I do the pull uppercut, you can't switch mid pull uppercut. You know, like, you gotta have complete and total stuns to beat on this nigga. Or if you have a move that hurts the ground for when he goes invisible, like when you jump on him and he doesn't have room and he goes invisible and it just keeps hitting him. Like, it's a lot of tech you need to know to beat Loki. But on the other end, if you're playing Loki and you use your rune and your damage is not optimized mid rune usage, you will get turned into New Jersey. Luna Snow, I feel like with Luna Snow, she's a feast or famine character. Either you get that damn snowball and you land all your headshots, or you die. And there's characters in the game with better, harder, and longer stuns that keep you in place better, or that do more damage and set you up for better, like, damage combos, or aren't a one-shot, to where it's like it's pretty hard to win with Luna, but it's not really impossible. Magic, she's one of the insta-win characters. Magic haunts my fucking dreams. The amount of time I'll see a Magic player jump through a portal, have that little scratch demon scratch the air, and they'll back up and try and make you walk into the goddamn scratch demon so they could get blue health. That shit is so fucking annoying, and that shit is so good and really fucking reliable, to the point to where you have to blow her up faster than both her regeneration health generates, and then she can run more than she can run away. Like, you really have to stun the fuck out of her and beat her shit senseless, and there better not be a cackle demon out there scratching you, because then you get fuckled. Why is it not playing? Okay, the end of that song is just whack for some reason, because if not, you just get insta-fuckled. She's a really, really strong character in this mode. And keep in mind, this tier is only gonna have the same people, and niggas is gonna get moved around later on. Magneto, pretty hard. A lot of people default to Magneto because really big health bar, bubble, and shield. But remember, melee goes through shields 100% of the time. So there's a lot of matchups that he just gets dickled no matter what, number one. Number two, when you're getting your shit twisted, that bubble don't really save you in a 1v1, because you have no healer to run to. You have no health pack to run to like a pussy. So when that bubble disappears, which it will, they will come back out, knowing that you have 10 seconds before you can pull that shit again, and they will go back to melting you. That shit really is a give me 5 seconds to drink some water before I finish taking these back shots button, instead of a straight up death button, because he's not really a high damage tank, and his damage based combos do some burst, but you're not straight up killing any character worth picking in this mode. So it's not in the never category, because he has a really big health bar, which allows a lot of room for mistakes, but goddamn, dude, this nigga suck. Mantis is literally right next to Luna. I don't know why I put her so high. HIJK. Yeah, I don't know why. Mantis and Luna are literally the same character, different flavors. The better thing, Mantis, I'll say, is slightly better because she has a passive self-heal as well as a damage boost, which, you know what, that makes me want to put her in skill check, because not only does she have the stun, she has the damage boost, and she essentially has always on healing. So if you let her run in a corner and hide, not only can she wait for her stun to come back, but she can damage boost headshot you and heal herself, which it's not very high healing, and it's not a very long, it's a very long cooldown stun. So that has its limits and is what keeps her at a harder than me in a Waffle House. She's Luna Snow, but slightly better enough to go in the tier above. Where do I fucking begin? This nigga never fucking dies. He generates a metric fuck ton of blue health. If you have a character that's really fast or invisible, not only does he have a primary that can hit you no matter where you go, on top of that, the fucking hump of doom will cook your shit. He will come from across the map, hump your shit, and CC you with the hump of doom. He's one of the reasons why Iron Man, characters like Iron Man, Human Torch, and Storm are pretty fucking bad in this mode, because he has the ability to just at any time say you're not allowed to use any movement abilities for the next second or so, and I'ma just farm blue health off of you, because what are you gonna do to stop me, you bitch ass nigga? Then on top of that, he has Pop Tart, which has a projectile that can do up to 300 damage. Then on top of that, he has Transformation that straight up heals him for like 300 health. This nigga has all the upsides and none of the downsides of being a fucking brawler, because he also has range. Moon Knight is a skill check character, because I'm not gonna lie, if you're playing a poker and you're losing to Moon Knight, you fucking suck. The Moon Knight Ditto is boring as shit. It's just niggas using their double jump, throwing Anacaruses. It's just niggas using a double jump, throwing Anacaruses all over the floor to see who could burst the other one quicker. Ooh. Namor, I will say, he's not in the never tier anymore. If you're playing against a skilled Namor, actually, I would go so far as to say he's a skill check. Because there have been some Namors that have been way above my level that fucking dinked me with headshots, then ran in a bubble before I would be able to run through cover or destroy the fucking squids. Even with a character like Blade who heals when he swipes the squids, and fucking cooked my potatoes. So I'll put some respect on Namor's name. It's a really specific setup that you just have to hope that motherfucker doesn't have enough health to outlive. Because if you don't kill that motherfucker by the time you come out of your invincibility no damage bubble, you're taking a trip to New Jersey, nigga. Penny. Penny is a tank, meaning she has a really big health bar. She can increase that health bar with another 300 health that makes her 300 blue health that makes her 900 health. If she's under her full health amount, guess what happens when she stands on her webs? She heals. So not only does she heal, not only does she get blue shield, not only is she a tank, not only is she very mobile, not only does she have a CC stun that's on a 3-second cooldown, excuse me, but she also has the ability to stand in a corner and say, you come around this corner, I'm gonna blow you up. And she does some of the highest burst damage in the game because of spider mines. Shorty is so short. She's a demon. She's one of the two characters in this game I say are an immediate insta ban. Immediate insta ban. If you don't know, get nothing from this video, it should be this bit of information. Ban Jeff and ban that fucking clanker. For Phoenix, I feel like I don't need to explain too much. She's literally neck and neck with Hela. All the advantages and disadvantages of Hela are the same, but she's slightly better because she can passively self-heal whenever the stacks go down, like that little 10 health over like 5 or 6 seconds or something like that. So she's slightly better Hela. Psylocke, same shit. Skill check. Actually, no. I'll go so far as to put her in instant win. Because with Psylocke, you have the ability to turn invisible every, I think it's like 10 seconds, and just run away from anybody damaging you. She has the ability to generate blue health, and she's one of the best characters at shooting and running away from people. So she could just shoot you, run away. And she just gets rewarded for it. Like, she could just do that shit forever. And that shit annoys me. It annoys me. Because even if you have characters with auto tracking that can knock her out of her invisibility, she can still dash. And oh yeah, by the way, if she dashes through you, it does damage. So she has so many upsides, and her only downside is that she's 300 health max with the blue health. It's not really that bad a downside when you're super fucking mobile and able to go invisible. Scarlet Witch, pretty fucking difficult. I'm not gonna lie, if you're losing to Scarlet Witch in this mode, you're the problem. Anytime you're on a team and they tell you GG go DPS, you're the reason they gotta say GG go next. You fucking suck, nigga. If you're losing to Scarlet Witch in this mode, you're terrible. You're ass with whoever you're playing. That means you don't know how to play your character at all. you don't know the basic ways of doing damage at all. Because this bitch is super squishy. All she does is fly into the sky. And she doesn't read a book, but she should take a look at the floor at close range. Because she's really easy to beat. She's really easy to knock out. She does have the ability to fuck up one of your cooldowns. Which, actually, that makes me want to move her into harder. But she's really fucking hard to get a win with. Because you basically got to be playing against the idiot. I'll put Waffle. I'll put Rocket in hard level. Because his ability to heal gives him a lot of... Actually, nah. That sounds like... Just saying it sounds like a skill check. His ability to heal gives him a lot of fucking sustain. And the fact that he's really good at running, where he could crawl on walls and he has 2 dashes, albeit on a 12-second cooldown. Those dashes can do a lot of work if distributed properly and you use his wall running abilities well. Because I know he runs slightly slower on walls. But slightly slower than before, but he still moves slightly faster on walls. And then he has the ability to just bounce the spheres at the start of the match and let the 8 bounces pass by and just passively bounce them around and get random heals for himself or targeted heals for himself. Like, he's just really good in this mode, only if you're hitting the right side of your mouse. Rogue, I know a lot of people want me to put her in the insta win tier, because I see a lot of people pick her and go crazy with her. But actually, Rogue has one big problem that keeps her out of insta win. Is there anything you notice in common with everybody in insta win so far? That's right. They're all either capable of straight up healing themselves or generating so much blue health they basically are capable of healing themselves. Rogue is really fucking good, but she doesn't always, depending on what character you steal an ability from, sometimes you could generate more blue health. You could generate blue health or straight up heal yourself, but that's very matchup dependent. Because, for example, you don't want to run her into, what's this nigga's name? In the Iron Fist. Her being able to steal Psylocke's invisibility is cool, but that shit's not doing anything useful for her in a 1v1 setting. So the fact that she doesn't have much sustain other than maybe if she grabs a tank, and that she doesn't have much damage. She does have some really high damaging combos, but her block being a damage reduction and not a straight up damage eating vortex makes it kind of ass in a 1v1 setting, honestly. So I feel like people are gonna be mad at how low I put her, but it's justified. Spider-Man, I'm not gonna lie. Spider-Man is a hard skill check, but he's such a hard skill check because just like Black Panther, but worse, Spider-Man is essentially Black Panther, but he can't generate blue health. And the reason why I say that is because he relies on you not being able to see him. So now that you're looking directly at him at all times, he's really, really hard to get value out of, because you basically gotta one-shot them from the start of the match with a bunny hop tech. And that's really fucking difficult. And even if you're able to do all that fancy ass bunny hop tech, you still might not get the kill. Squirrel Girl, I'm not gonna lie, I would put her in skill check. Even though, yes, I know, I get it. Squirrel Girl is not a skill-based character, blah, blah, blah. I already hear what the fuck you're saying. Those nuts do 110 damage. Oh, actually, they rebuffed it. Those nuts do 120 damage. If you get hit with 120 damage and then she nuts on you, you die. But she better not miss that nut, because you only get 2 chances. And a lot of characters will blow you up before you can activate that second chance if you miss the first one. So you better not miss. And she also has a melee cancel tech that does a crazy amount of burst damage. Because again, 120 per nut. Excuse me. One of the hardest skill checks in the game. Holy shit. Star-Lord can either be an untouchable fly or a ticking time bomb ready to blow up, ready to get blown up. Because I've seen some people play Star-Lord and I pretty much beat their skull in immediately. And I've seen some people play Star-Lord and I just smack dick on their face. And then I've seen others play Star-Lord and they basically insta win and become an untouchable mosquito. So it really depends on your skill. she's just as bad as Iron Man, because even though she got buffed and she's able to generate blue health, which is king in this mode, she still depends on being able to fly, which again, there's not really any cover in the sky, so that's not very helpful. Pun. Out of all the poke characters that aren't Psylocke, this nigga is turret. You can do a fuck ton of damage and basically get a 300 health shield. Shotgun, you can blow a nigga up in 3 shots. AR, you can shoot a nigga from long range and whittle down their health very greatly. Even though he can't generate sustain, he still has smoke grenade, which gives him a lot of distance and breaks visibility so that he could boom you down. Zipline, which zipline doesn't work on the walls, it basically only works on a pole in the middle of the arena. But zipline, that gives you movement tech to be able to fly across the fucking ring to either aggress or retreat. He has a lot of tools to be an untouchable menace, but is very matchup dependent. But in his matchups, I feel like his matchups are mostly 50-50. It's a few you're never winning that matchups for him, but most of them are surprisingly 50-50 thing. He's one of the insta-win characters.
Man, I'm gonna play this off.
That's what I meant to say. He's one of the insta-win characters for the simple fact there are so many matchups in this game that Thing just wins by not only having an auto-tracking move with his hump, but it also does vulnerability. It tracks you, it does vulnerability. It takes your ability to use any movement abilities for 1 second. And on top of that, he has a punch that earthbounds and pierces shields. So, and it generates blue health for him. So anytime you're going against a Thing, he's gonna be hard as fuck to fight, because this nigga lives forever. And don't forget, he has slam down on the ground that stops any movement abilities and does DOT, damage over time. So this nigga has all the trademark hallmark tools of a great character without any of the drawbacks of other characters that other characters have to deal with. Thor, if it wasn't for pain, Thor would be the best tank in this fucking mode, because Thor has the ability to just beat the shit and melt majority of the characters in this game as soon as the fight starts. And he's the perfect brawler poke hybrid. Not only does he have the ability to shoot at you from long range, but he's good at closing gaps. He generates blue health. He does a metric fuck ton of damage from close or from range. And he has tools and abilities that slow you and add status effects to you, like slowing, that fuck with you. Like, I don't know, like, this nigga has no downside. He's also a tank with a really big health bar that, again, reminder, generates blue health. Like, Thor's really hard to fuck with, because even if you have moves that apply damage over time, he could just use his blue health to brute force through it. God forbid you're playing against a Thor that knows how to do the proper thunder rotations. You're never putting any actual damage on this nigga's health bar at that point. Let me sit for a second and drink some water so that I'm not getting lightheaded or nothing. And then we gonna continue yapping out these classes. I'm still here. I'm just sitting. Some water in my mouth. This water busting, bro. I do need a... Okay, I got a couple cans in my room from when I was throwing my cans out. Anyways! Are these the right ones? Yes. Back to... Excuse me. Anyway, back to the yappage. For the last few Ultron, my statement still stands. This nigga fucking sucks. He doesn't have any real sustain abilities, but his damage is low as shit and it sucks. And like his mobility is fucking terrible. Like this nigga has no upsides. And if you're flying low, no bitch, I don't care about no goddamn Borderlands skin Nvidia app. I'm never playing boring land. Anyway, Ultron, he's ass. He's ass. His sustain is not that good. His dash ability not that good. Like this nigga just has not that good for everything. Let me also open this window. Yo, standing on my legs is hard. I'm gonna sit down for the FGC now. Hey, y'all know I love standing up while doing this. It's hard out here for me, nigga. Yeah, I be standing up doing shit. It's hard out here for me, nigga. Every day I be standing up doing shit. It's hard out here for me, nigga. I be standing up every day doing shit. Anyway, back to this. For Vietnam Venom, I actually will put this nigga in skill check because I know I hate Venom. I know I'm always talking about how Venom is a fuck ass character. But with Venom, his blue health isn't really that good in this mode because you could just run around a box and wait it out. His blue health disappears after 5 seconds. Just run around a box and wait it out. There's nothing forcing you to run from him. And also, if you have a movement ability that can invalidate his dive, like CCing you, you'll be fucking fine. Like, this nigga's not that hard to beat in this mode. He's actually hard. He's actually easier to beat in a 1v1 in this mode than in a real match. Bucky, skill check. Actually, I'll put him in instant win because he generates so fucking much health. Holy shit. You just start beating on this nigga and he generates health, and like he has very few straight up losing matchups, and even his losing matchups, he soft wins. So it's really just a toss in the air, bro. Like it depends on how good the Bucky is, but like unless your Bucky's playing with their controller off and unplugged and their keyboard ripped in half and like the arrow keys that they use to aim taken off, this nigga will shred you 9 times out of 10. And for Wolverine, skill check, because there's certain matchups that he rocks. Like obviously against most of the tanks, he just straight up beats them. Unless it's like Thor, for example, where like Thor actually beats Wolverine. But against every other tank, unless you're a fucking idiot, Wolverine just straight up wins. And there's a lot of characters that he has surprisingly even or winning even matchups with. Like for example, you would think that the matchup between him and Iron Fist is like skewed towards Iron Fist, but it's actually even, because if you plan your dive very well, you can stun Iron Fist out of his healing animation and basically eat his health bar. And both of your percentage based damages kind of nullify each other because y'all both have around the same health, so it takes y'all the same amount of time to kill each other. Y'all just sit there and swipe at each other. And actually, Wolverine's percent-based damage carries harder because his percent-based damage lasts a max of like 5 seconds. So there's also that. Now, I will sit down for the adjustment phase, but I'm gonna stand back up when it's time to talk about why I made what decisions I made. I think that's the wrong one. Alright, so a lot of people gotta get moved down from this tier, a lot of people gotta get moved down from this tier, and one person gotta get moved down from this tier. So, for the harder than me and a Waffle House tier, who's the worst person here? Because I want to work my way up from the bottom down instead of using trickle down economics. I'm not rigging. I feel like out of all of these, Cloak and Dagger is the weakest because her sustain is not enough to do anything. LCA, yeah, she's after that. I feel like her sustain abilities, her ability to sustain herself after like getting jumped and attacked is the worst out of everybody else here. Okay. So I only want to keep 3 characters in this tier. I'm gonna move a bunch down from here, then move a bunch down from here. Out of this tier, who goes down? So I think what's commonly shared by a lot of characters down here is that they either have no or very shitty to the point to where it might as well be no sustain. So I feel like Clint Barton can move down. The Hawkeye. I wanted to arrange it alphabetically, but I don't care. Hella. I feel like it's more possible to at least like beat him with body shots with Hella versus Hawkeye. With Hawkeye, you got 1 chance to win, and if you don't land it, oh well, nigga. Actually, you got 2 because of the sword. But if you miss both those 2 chances, or your sword swipe gets blocked, you're fucked, and that's pretty awful. Yeah, I want to move at least 4 characters down. Who here can't sustain themselves? No, her ability to burst people down is way too much for me to move her out of skill check. Yeah, I feel like the skill it requires for Star-Lord will better be utilized than anybody else in skill check or higher. That's 2. Clint, Star-Lord, 2 more. Who else? I feel like Mantis can come down because she's only slightly better than Luna. And I put Luna here, so being that she's only slightly better, I feel like there's not enough room to put her a whole ass tier above. Who else? Because Namor literally has an autopilot mode. I can't move him. This nigga has a literal invincibility ability. I feel like one of the harder characters in this tier to win with is Angela, because like I said earlier, her ability to sustain is very limited and not that great, and her shield isn't really useful because she can't use it that well in her aggression stuff. Pretty much sucks. Well, for the intended purposes of this mode, pretty much sucks. Who else? Oh, I said 4? Nah, I'll move that 5. Adam has 2 to 4 health bars, so no. Black Panther does he's able to burst you down and like test your patience way too much. Elsa, she has range and the ability to generate shields. She's very snowbally. He might be the candidate. Gambit can heal himself, damage boost. Hella, you can at least get body shots. Excuse me. Invisible Woman, cheese character. Loki, cheese character. Moon Knight, cheese character. Namor, cheese character. Phoenix. It's between Elsa and Phoenix. Elsa's ability to create blue health comes over a couple rounds though, where Phoenix can do that shit from the jump casual. Way easier to set up sparks with Phoenix. He's not worse than Elsa. Rocket, he's pretty fucking simple. Even though you can't climb on the outside walls, he's pretty fucking simple and has very high sustain. It's between him and Elsa. Because I prioritize whichever one does more. Whichever one more is whichever generator, like healing or overshield. Rogue has a really big health bar. Squirrel can bust on you. Okay, and we know it's damn sure not Venom or Wolf. Elsa, I'm thinking, should Elsa stay or should she go? Because Phoenix is slightly good Hella. Better Hella. Hella's really busted. Because it takes a couple rounds to get her mechanic going, I'm gonna choose her. I don't press the wrong button. Whatever. Alright, now how many people I gotta move from now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, 11. Damn! 11 characters. What's good, Raw? 11 characters? That means I gotta move 9 people down? Alright, what 9 characters am I moving down? Alright, so I'm gonna prioritize characters that generate, because everybody here generates a bunch of health. Well, except for Hulk. I'll move Hulk down to skill check easily. Who else here doesn't generate free blue health? She generates blue health, but not as much as everybody else. He doesn't generate any blue health. Generates a fuck ton, generates a fuck ton, generates a fuck ton. Alright. So he can heal and generate blue health. Blade hard loses certain matchups. Like against matchups where you can in matchups where you can take Blade's health faster than he can generate it, that nigga instantly loses because he has no real other mitigation or long range techniques that help him out in that regard. So Blade gotta get moving down. I got what's next? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay. Are you done yet? Alright, thank you. Thing is definitely staying up here. Thor is definitely staying up here. The 3 that I'm iffy about right now are Magic, because Magic, to generate blue health, she has to hit you. He doesn't have to hit you to generate blue health. Neither does he. He has to hit you. He doesn't have to hit you. He doesn't have to hit you. So she's going down a tier. I feel like Mr. Fantastic, because he has that 350 health bar and he's not straight up a tank, and there's no way to instantly turn it on, he gets moved down because like his range isn't really that great, if that makes sense. Like his range is great compared to other brawlers, but it's not great overall. 2 more now. I feel like I feel comfortable saying Bucky because 400 health isn't as good as always generating health. It isn't as good as straight up healing and generating health and a block that can block everything. Thing, he can zoom to, I feel like Thing is the weakest here because you know Thor is the best tank after pinning. And Thing, like his ability to generate health is cool, but it's not as crazy as any of the characters above it. So, this is the final list. Let me, while it takes rises. I'm gonna do the intro first, then I'm gonna do the negatives and the positives. Rising like it's supposed to, and chilling. All right. Okay, first off, what instrumental do I want to do? I want to do this? Nah. Instrumental. Woo! Ah! Oh, this shit hard. Let me loop it for the one time. Alright. Marvel Rivals has introduced a new mode. Well, not new mode. Marvel Rivals introduced a mode called Clobberin Club a little while ago, and I've been enjoying it so much. Oh, okay. I had to make sure my mic was on low key because I didn't realize the shit was facing the other way. Marvel Rivals has introduced a new mode called the Clobberin Club, and I've been enjoying it so much. I wanted to make a tier list on who's good and who's bad. And then the text on the screen will tell them what I'm saying, talking about worst or best. So we'll go into the worst and then we'll go into the best. We'll first start off with the best. Captain America hasn't moved spots because the nigga still sucks. He's still one of the lowest damage characters in the fucking game, period, across all classes. Cloak and Dagger, while she does have the ability to heal herself, it's not as busted as other characters like Susan Storm, where she can also be invisible, or even Luna Snow, where she can get blue health off of stunning you. I will die on this hill. Emma Frost is really good in a team fight, really bad in a 1v1, because she doesn't have any real way to burst damage you meaningfully. Which is something I would similarly say about Human Torch, because let's be real. Oh wait, hold up. Wait, damn, I keep trying to open up the... Yo, fuck it, I'll just start the music. Actually, it's not even worth it in this mode. Flyers in this mode in general are ass, because being on the ground in this mode is better, because in the sky, the only cover you have is that pillar. And if you rotate that pillar, you're not going to be able to do any damage. So you're just spending all your time running. And if you go down to the ground, why the fuck did you pick a flying character? You might as well pick somebody who's stronger, faster, and better at generating sustain that's also on the ground. So that's why Human Torch is not only asked for those reasons, but his main gimmick, his main mechanic is setting up no-no zones in areas. And in a 1v1 setting, you're not going to always be able to set that up, because people are going to be looking directly at you and paying attention to where you throw fire puddles. So you're not just going to fling fire puddles and then headbutt it. It takes way too long for that to set up in a 1v1 mode where they're looking directly the fuck at you. Number one. Number two, Ultron has the same problems, but he don't even got a way to turn the whole ring into a no-no zone. This nigga's just ass, and he has a little bullshit dash that generates bullshit blue hell. Like, this nigga's fucking ass, because again, when you're in the sky, there's no cover unless you're constantly running. And what are you not doing if you're running? Damage. What's the point of this mode? Do some damn damage. He's ass in this mode. He's awful in this mode beyond comprehension. Dare I say, the worst nigga in the game in this mode. Captain America at least has a big health bar. Ultron, even with his dash, has like, what, 300 health at max? I don't think there's anybody above him that can't chew through that 300 health. Yeah, there's literally nobody in the tiers above him that can't chew through that 300 health. Which also, by the way, goes away after 3 seconds. So if you hide behind a piece of cover and don't get shot so he can whittle down your health, nigga literally generates health that does nothing for him. I ain't even make sure I can see when I clip shit. Alright, hey. She wanna fuck on a lit dick. Alright, now let's talk about the best in this game. Jeff not only has the ability to CC you, shoot you from across the ring, and do a metric fuck ton of damage that for you is permanent. He can go underwater, wall climb, and keep healing himself. And I know when he goes underwater, it has a meter. Jeff's ability to self-heal is so fucking high. You borderline have to one-shot this nigga to kill him. And I know there's plenty of characters in the game that do that, but unless you're playing that character and you're fucking amazing at them, you're not killing this nigga. Penny, she's Jeff, but worse. Hold on, I need the music for this bitch. Actually, wait. I want to do it in reverse, but I want to use the music the entire time. These top 5 characters are fucking demons. Thor. Never forget, Thor's a real nigga before he's a god, but he's still a god. He generates a metric fuck ton of blue health. He can do damage close up or at range. You running away from him, he's swinging his hammer and trying to jam it in your ass. You try and just throw damage in the Thor, throw damage in the Thor, throw damage in the Thor. He's generating blue health every 5 seconds, and this nigga's smacking thunder on your fucking forehead. Don't fuck with Thor. He will beat your ass, but if that wasn't good enough, now we got a character named Daredevil that can not only generate blue health for himself every 2 fucking seconds, but you can't run, you can't hide from Daredevil. You behind a box? Ooh, I see you. By the way, when Daredevil pings you, you do less damage to him. Keep that in mind. He also moves faster. Keep that in mind. He also generates shield health that you do less damage to. Keep that in mind. You can't run from him. Did I say that before? You can't hide from him because when you're invisible, I see you. He has a block that just no. So literally all damage. There's no running from Daredevil. There's no fighting Daredevil. You better hope your ass get Daredevil too when they pick Daredevil. Iron Fist can straight up heal himself. He has an ability that blocks literally any other ability in the game. This move can block Reality Erasure and Maximum Pulse. Whatever the fuck you throw at this nigga, bing, 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 he's blocking it. Oh, also, he gets rewarded it because he gets blue health from it. So he gets rewarded with health for getting hit. Let that sink in. Did I mention he can also literally heal himself up to from 0 to full health plus blue shield? Let me repeat myself. He can heal himself from basically 0 to full health and then give himself blue shield. Iron Fist has 0 downsides. Now for these final 2 demons. I have an unparalleled hatred towards anybody who plays these niggas. Because everybody who plays Jeff, they don't even have to fight you. And just keep eating your bubbles and jumping the ground. You don't even have to fight. You just automatically win and get rewarded for running away over and 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 over repeatedly. Penny? Oh my god, Penny is Demon Home incarnate. So let me explain to you the bullshit that Penny has. Penny has, I believe, 650 to 700 health, right? Penny, if she loses some of that 700 health, can stand on her webs and heal herself. Penny, once she gets that full health back, can start generating blue health over her regular health bar, bringing her life total up from about 700 to 900. Oh yeah. Also, oh wait, let's not forget the fact that she has a CC stun that's on a 3-second cooldown. Let's also make sure we don't forget the part where Penny is very mobile. Penny has no downsides. Oh, let's not also forget that she does a metric fuck ton of burst damage with those damn mines that also have distance. Penny has no downsides. This bitch is a demon. Just stand in a corner like this, shivering in your fucking bones like a pussy, and you get rewarded for it, you fucking bum.
Get the fuck out of here!
If you're gonna play like that, you bitch. And as for that mode, I'm pretty much done with that. Now we're gonna talk about the FGC shit. Alright, let me turn this shit on now, rotating. Alright. Now that that is done, don't have a Twitter anymore. Download image. Clobberin Cup tier list. 2. And I think until a metric fuck ton of new characters come out, it'll pretty much be the same for a very long time. Also, if you are a fellow Clobberin Club enthusiast and you want more people to play in the Clobberin Club with and against, the link is down below for my Discord. I always want more people to Clobberin Club. hit me up in my Discord so we can clobber. And I'm a clobbering club maybe at the end of the stream, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm a clobbering club towards the end of the stream and just live it up, have a fun time. If you are looking for somebody to run clobbering club matches with, don't be afraid to get to my goddamn Discord. Trying to get it more active and more jumping in there. Come on through and run some matches with me. All right, so for Invincible Versus, there is a story mode trailer that GI Game Informer, not Gaming Illuminati, got an exclusive of, and I wanted to watch the video for it on stream. Let's see what these niggas talking about. See what they talk about in HD though. It's doing that dumb, excuse me, glitchy shit. Cause I seen that Game Informer has some other stuff with them. Let's see. So I figured that this should be a good synopsis. Cause out of the big three that's coming out next year, that being Marvel Token versus Invincible Versus, and it's another one coming out next year. My brain just farted. Maybe that's a bad sign. I can't even remember the name of the third thing because it's Marvel Token and Invincible Versus next year. Marvel Token, Invincible Versus Waiting Room.
Know-it-alls like you always think they're more important than they are.
I promise, you've never met anybody like me before.
I'm Mike Rogers, narrative director on Invincible Versus. So Invincible Versus has a story mode that we were really excited about. We sort of approached it like a special episode of the show. That's basically our approach for story mode. We knew we wanted something that was very like fight-driven, momentum-driven, but also, you know, like it is in true to Invincible, also has a lot of emotional points to it and like is true to our characters and feels really authentic. So we started with that, and what we did is we put together a really authentic to the show, authentic to the comics.
And I'm not gonna do too much talking throughout and during this trailer, so rush.
Story that feels almost like a lost episode, and that's but one that you can play. It's a special episode that you can play through, and it's over 25 minutes of cinematics that we've got cooked up, and it's something really special. And I think that fans are going to really enjoy. Every character that's been announced
over 25, that doesn't sound that long.
Story mode in some way. I know we've talked a bit about like Cecil, who's got a very important role in the story. Obviously, you know, Mark is Mark, and an Elemental, who is a big part of story mode as well. And I don't want to give too much away, but
low-key spoilers.
We've seen some pretty cool Viltrumite action in the trailers, and there's going to be a lot more surprises in store as you unfold it and you play.
Oh my
so
gosh,
when we were
Shorty
crafting
is
the
a
story for
baddie.
Invincible Versus, there were
Shorty is my
things we were thinking
boo
about. One,
thing.
we wanted to make sure this was an authentic Invincible experience for fans of the show, fans of the comics, so that if you've read the comics, if you've seen the show, this can slot right into the best adventure.
Why does it sound like that?
And
3, 2, 1, let's go! Music from BizKids, bro.
it will be very rewarding for fans, and we also wanted to think about newcomers to the IP too, right? So I think it's a good jumping in point for
and I heard
folks
this
who
face
might not
place
be as
before the
familiar
show,
with the show or the comics, and I think both of those audiences will feel really satisfied by this game. And you know, we worked very closely with Robert Kirkman, myself and Helen Lay were writing the game, and we kind of have an idea of like where this slots into the timeline of the events. There's sort of this natural point in Mark's progression, like, you know, after Omni-Man's whole deal has been revealed, and so we've got this sort of like time frame of where this is all set and where it makes sense. But
so this is during the show.
That's for the writers' room to know.
Season 2-ish?
Maybe a little later.
Yeah.
Than that. A little later than that. Yeah.
So you gotta watch 2 seasons of the show to understand.
We've got a sweet spot. We wanted to make this feel like an episode that you got to play, and so, you know, I think there's this like story that's being drawn out with all the beats and the emotion that you'd expect from any Invincible story, but when the biggest, sort of most climactic parts of the tale arrive.
A thought came across my brain. How many minutes of footage? I'm gonna say. Oh, I forgot. I added some shit to
What is the fantastic?
this. I guess put this back here. But let me see. How many are there in DC versus MK? Just watched 4 hours with the cutscenes. It's not as long as 9 gameplay wise, but cutscenes are longer, have better action. Okay, so wait, off of this Reddit, it's saying about 4 hours worth of cutscenes. So let's see how much MK9 had for comparison. Because like 25 minutes sounds really low. Story mode, link question, don't worry, it has about 2 hours worth of cutscenes. MK9 story was good, but it had 2 hours. And then I feel like this is not a fair comparison because this is a more modern game. But let's look at Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1, all cutscenes. So it's about 3 hours. Let's look at Injustice. How many hours worth of cutscenes it has. Injustice 2 has over 2.5 hours. Alright, what about Injustice 2? Injustice 2 has over 1 hour of Injustice 2. No, gameplay. Injustice 2 story mode, full movie. 2 hours, all cutscenes. It's about 2 or so hours. So him saying over 25 minutes, because one thing I want y'all to know about marketing 101 is whatever a nigga say, oh, it's over, and then a number, usually it's right around that number. So if a nigga say, oh, excuse me, for example, for a Mortal Kombat, it's over 2 hours of cutscenes, that means it's probably like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because if it was 2 hours and 30, which is an attractive number to say, they would say 2.5 hours. So it's somewhere between 205 and 215-ish for them to say, 205 and 225. No, 205 and 220 for them to have to say 2.5 hours, where they would just say 2 instead. Like, I'm explaining this in the most my brain is scrambled way possible, but you get and understand what I'm saying. Him saying over 25 minutes makes me think there's 26 minutes of fucking gameplay. And I don't know if I could deal with that. 26 minutes of Invincible story mode gameplay?
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man.
Nah, I'm lying. I'm gonna play that shit on stream, but like, damn, that don't sound like a lot.
You're in control and you get to play it. You know, it's interesting. I think there's a lot of thematic work in Invincible that...
I also wonder, is the outcome of the fight gonna affect the story? Because that's one thing that, like, I haven't seen a fighting game do before that would be cool. Because, like, even in Mortal Kombat 11 and 1, it didn't really affect the story that much, no matter who you picked to fight with. It was just, which character do you want to play right now?
Like echoes through our story too. You know, the father-son story and the sort of betrayal of all that. I think that's a big theme that echoes through this. You know, there's also sort of like the power fantasy of like being a superhero that then has to balance with the realism of that. And I think that echoes through the whole IP, but definitely in our story as well. It's like, you know, in you know, more typical superhero fare, you might see these like giant, like massive battles happening, and you don't really think about like what comes after that, or like what the effects on someone's like mind might be, right? But we think about the mind, and we think about like how this affects someone, what their emotions are like, and so thematically, I feel like we've tried to stick with what the Invincible universe does best, and echo that out and sort of tailor it for what I think fighting games do best too, which is that sort of like forward action momentum. But we've tried to like tie that down to the heart of Invincible as well.
One thing I feel like would be a cool mode for this game is if they had a mode. All right, hold on. Because Invincible versus niggas, I need y'all to hear me, and I need y'all to hear me well. What should I play? Nah, that music don't fit. Whatever, I'll just play this. Nah, I want a different. All right. Invincible versus developers. Listen up. I got an idea for you that you could implement in an update or something, because I know the game probably went gold and it's around the corner. Have a Nuzlocke mode where somebody could sit down with their friend and we gotta play every character of the cast until somebody runs out of characters. So for example, if I'm playing if we start off and we both mirror match with Invincible, if I kill his if I win the match, if I win a match against his Invincible, my Invincible, whether I do brutality or whatever, at the end of the match, my Invincible doesn't move and kills his Invincible. Now he has to pick another character off the CSS, but it can't be Invincible, and we both do that until someone runs out of characters. I feel like that would be a fire ass mode. Especially for the fact that y'all have so many death animations, it would make sense why they're no longer on the CSS for that person, because they're now dead. I just gave you a banger ass mode, a banger ass idea. You welcome, nigga. Clap it up for me. Thank you. Clap it up for me, nigga. You welcome. That's a fire ass idea. Even if that shit isn't there day one, add that shit in a fucking update. That will be fire. Yo, quarter up. Killer Instinct developers, get to it, nigga. I just gave you free game. All right, now let's get back to this trailer.
So we work really closely with Robert, Corey, and Ryan on everything for the game, including the story. And so Helen and I worked really closely with Robert from the very beginning. I mean, we've been talking to him before the project even existed. But it was very satisfying also for Robert to let us at Quarter Up run with things too. And he was able to give us ideas that we could expand on and sort of vice versa. Yeah, we worked really closely with Robert. He's extremely involved in everything, including the story. So we have talked about J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is back as Omni-Man.
Yep.
We're really excited to be able to work with J.K. I mean, being able to be in the booth with him and hear not only some of like the iconic things that we expect him to say from the show, but also like new phrases that we've written and that we've brought in that all sort of feel authentic to Nolan's character and to both different shades of Omni-Man too. I think that's something that was really fun, not just in story mode, but like across the whole game, was getting the right sort of like VO lines for different shades of a character.
Bro, I swear to God.
So we got to do a little bit of more evil Nolan. We got to
it's the fucking Biz Kids theme. I swear upon my honor. Let me make sure I got this shit cut on so I don't get distracted. Bro, this shit they got the Biz Kids theme playing in the background. Let me show you. Wait, no. Wait, is this I think this is it? No, this is not the right one. Bro, it was a show from either Ion or PBS that had an intro that sounded like this. That is from when I was a jittery. Of dun dun dun, 3, 2, 1, go. I can't remember what the fuck it is, though.
Nolan and
it's probably one of the
there's
special
a lot of evil
segments.
Nolan in there, though.
Hey, sorry to interrupt the video. Just wanted to say if you're looking for more exclusive details on Invincible Versus, to check out Game Informer magazine issue 376, featuring a gorgeous double-sided
I'm not gonna lie, genuinely, how much that shit costs? Because, nigga, I might buy that on my next check if I can. I literally just want to buy that specific issue. Print and digital, $48 a year. Bro, I just want that one issue. The fuck? 34-year legacy. I'll Google that later and see if there's a way to get one issue, because I'm not paying 40 fucking dollars. Is it 40 for a year? Wait. 70 or 48. Subscribe. 10 issues per year. US only. Digital special edition. Came in the year 10th issue. 5% goes to St. Jude. I genuinely don't care about that part. If your ads no programmatic. Y'all know I don't fuck with charities like that. If y'all ever see me donate to a charity, it's because I'm going to get a tax break. I don't give a fuck about charities. And it's not so much a heartless thing, just to be fair. It's because like charities, most of the time when niggas do charity events, it's a tax thing. It's a tax thing. Niggas is not donating to those charities because they feel like it. It's a tax thing. And the very few that actually genuinely out the kindness of their heart donate, because there are people like that, but it's very few and far in between. Most of the time they don't know about the fuck shit that goes on behind the doors of charity. I've worked with a charitable organization that was on the better side, and I've worked with a charitable organization that was on the Wasa and Wasa side. And I'm gonna just say, some of them charities be squandering that fucking money. So if I'm not sitting there looking at the goddamn books, not donating to them niggas.
/subscribe to get yours.
Beat for beat, every character that we have in this game, it was all about authenticity for us, right? So we knew that like fans and the whole team, and myself included especially, are fans of this property even long before we were working on this game. So, you know, we felt a responsibility to make sure these characters sounded like themselves, like spoke the way that these characters speak, and also
Bro, I swear I heard this shit
what was
on
important to
PBS
them and
before.
what
I'm
they
not
didn't
bugging.
care about, you know?
I swear to God, I'm not bugging.
We've got a character like Battle Beast where like you've got just like ample opportunity to explore this one singular vision of everything that he wants, which is battle and glory and battle.
You may think you are strong, but no one is stronger than Viltrumites. We shall find out as we meet in glorious battle.
And then you've got more like nuanced characters too that we were able to explore, and I think like whether it was Mark or Rex or Anissa or Powerplex, like these are all characters that we were able to dive deeper into. And then we, on top of that, we also like had a lot of quips and a lot of phrases to write for these characters because we wanted them to feel alive. We wanted them to feel chatty, and we wanted the gameplay to feel full of all of this stuff. So we got an opportunity to sort of like push some boundaries on things, to flex different angles of characters. It was a lot of fun, and you know, it was me and Helen really like trading quips back and forth and rewriting each other and working with Robert to make sure that we've got the right voices for people, and it was just a blast. So I'm really glad that we had that opportunity. And you know, we also like we did a lot of planning of like, okay, like what kinds of moments do we need? Like there are like clash moments during round resets. What kind of lines happen here? Like, okay, those usually happen. Those happen when one of your teammates has been down. So how are you reacting when you've just lost someone on your team? And some characters might be more focused on the loss, and some characters might be more focused on the forward momentum of the battle. So we got to do a lot of character work outside of story mode too, and it really was just exciting and a lot of fun.
Well, we have probably about 100 people working on the show. And so most of them stayed on the show, and we actually brought in this really amazing director, Sung Young Kim, and people who know animation or know the ins and outs or know him. He's a bit of a celebrity, and he's particularly.
I don't know who the fuck that is, so I feel like I should Google him. He said it was a dude. Kim. Great, there's 3. Probably not this one. That's the second one. Sang Kim. Nigga worked on Bleach. Sang Kim. Like, unless these are all the people and like all of these shits are just misspelled, I don't know who Shorty's talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the fuck she's talking about. I may just be fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Know the ins and outs or know him. He's a bit of a celebrity, and he's particularly amazing at fight scenes. And so we were able to get him for the cinematic.
Oh shit!
It was quite.
Was this one? No, this wasn't the scene I was traced. That's the park scene.
Second decisions. We had a little bit more creative liberty with making a few of those stylistic decisions, like the frame rate, or like you said, the Spider-Verse DNA, which I think is.
Yeah, we could tell this shit got Spider-Verse DNA.
For the medium, and when you get
I just don't like the models in this game that much.
Badass high octane action sequences.
Like a lot of the animation in this game just feels different shit to me. Like it feels worse than Mortal Kombat still.
So I've been a comic book fan for as long as I could read, and I have my dad to thank for that. You know, he's a collector. He's still buying books every month and every week.
Oh, I'm getting that Battle
just like
Beast
I am. But I remember aging myself, I guess, but like in high school when I was like, my dad, I was very lucky that my dad was buying books every week, but Invincible was the first comic that I was buying personally, like that I had to get a job for and like figure out a way to get, you know, whatever it was, $2.99 or $3.99, whatever it was at the time, to buy every month. And what always drew me to Invincible was that there were these big epic superhero stories that I enjoyed across sort of like all different sorts of comics. And
what I enjoyed is that the nigga actually got his shit twisted
on them that like
it wasn't just perfectly winning every battle.
Set them in
like his losses were permanent.
Not our real world, but a real world. And I always thought
he actually took L's.
They explored.
That's one thing that like drew me towards Invincible too, because I feel like a lot of characters and a lot of superhero verses, it gets boring when you get older and it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch Superman win again. Put the win in the bag, Batman. Oh, you get prep time. Oh, you win. Spider-Man, oh, you're gonna get sad and you're gonna talk this nigga off the edge every single time. We get it, nigga. But it was, to me, cool to see this nigga Mark get punched in his mouth and lose. And there was no, I get a magic power-up that makes me suddenly better at fighting so that I can overcome it with... No. He stayed on the floor after he got punched in his mouth. And he went, ah, because that shit really hurt that nigga. Wasn't no double backing, none of that shit. That shit just hurt. That's it.
Sort of like psyche elements of those things and like what it does to someone to have their dad smash you through a bunch of people in a subway. Like you don't come out of that fight, whether you win or lose, being like, yeah, you like come out of it being like, oh no. And that was always really interesting to me. I always thought it was cool. I also feel like Invincible is sort of a love letter to superhero comics, and I think in our game too, wanted this to be like a love letter to superheroes, a love letter to fighting games, and I appreciated that. Like the superheroes are sort of what my bread and butter was as a reader and as a viewer.
For most people, to the point to where a lot of people think that comics is just superhero shit.
Really rewarding.
Like being a superhero fan isn't the same thing as being a comic fan, but that's another conversation.
A giant palette of what you can do and what you can paint, and being able to sort of like take all these things that excited me, that were inspirations for me, and sort of like boil them into this giant Invincible soup and come out with something really new and interesting. That's always been a really fun approach, and Invincible's been a great like universe to build in. You know, you always end up spitting out a little bit of what you absorbed and like mixing that into the soup, but I think it's something like wholly original and that feels all its own in the Invincible universe too.
Right, that's pretty cool. I feel like the jury's still out on the story. I don't see anything that's making me straight up go, oh, this shit is gonna be ass, but I also don't see anything that's making me happy either, if that makes sense. Defined by Bergen, because it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, no, it does work. Okay, make that, cut that. Alright, cast out.
Tactical becomes every day.
The trailer I saw, I want to see what this game talks
walks
about.
The streets. And when this reality is threatened, who can fight back? This is Cast Out. We're excited to show you this co-op magic combat game set in an urban fantasy. The core loop is simple. Grab your friends, choose your hero, unlock your powers, and save the city from a threat no one can escape.
My head felt so hard.
The streets are your battleground. A place where
let it rock though. Let's see if this shit got gas.
When you cast, every blast, every shield, every strike feels impactful and empowering.
It does look impactful.
Exhilarating
Damn, look
traversal
ashy,
delivers
though.
the ultimate mobility and freedom of movement, so you can approach encounters from any direction. Every run is a unique adventure. Random mutators twist your powers mid-mission, forcing you to adapt and improvise.
Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. Fucking friends lock. Get that shit the fuck out of my face. Do I want to watch it? I mean, fuck it. I might as well react to all the FGC shit at the same time. These the other two fucking pages. Invincible. Okay, yeah, I'll subscribe to that. But Skybound Games, hell no, they got a lot of bullshit on their page. Yeah, I'm not getting up for this. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll watch this, and then I'll go forward from there. Yeah, how far away is the open beta? Open beta is what, like 9th? It's like 2 weeks from now. If I do this later on in the week, I'll be fucking fine. Alright, so we'll leave Invincible versus Open. Avatar, I may do a day where I have nothing else to talk about on stream and I just watch all this shit, like every video on their page on stream. In the meantime, we're going to Marvel Rivals. Give that bitch a second to boot up. Star react questions, okay, I actually have to exit out of that. Oh well. Niggas gonna get deprived of my presence, I guess. Where's my compression book? Now that I'm about to game pretty hard. First, let me post this damn TikTok.
Well, actually,
that's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. So which one is it? Or that one? That's not my name. Did I forget my fucking glove? Holy forgetfulness. I may have to leave my room and come back. I keep forgetting to take these out the front of my damn bag so I don't crush them. I may have to get up. Oh. Bro, having ADHD sucks ass. Niggas be swearing to God they want to have ADHD. No, you don't. No, you don't. In reality, ADHD is 90% of the things you do. You just fucking forget. You forget. Walk into a room to look for something, you forget. The only thing you remember is that you have ADHD and you constantly get you forget shit. is it? No. It's 100% in my jacket. I'll be right back. Damn, this should take a damn near a gigabyte download. Damn, I'll be right back. Glove located. Brain power low. Shit's so taking up so much space on my screen, gang. Do not need that much space, bro. What the fuck is it telling me to activate Windows? Bitch ass nigga, my Windows is active. Motherfucker. 2000. Content disclosure off. Yeah, go live. Yep. Where is it? I will play copyrighted music, but since we're live on TikTok as well, I mean live on YouTube as well, I'm not. Alright, let's see what the win-loss streak looking like today. Let's see if it's looking like today I'm finna slay or I'm finna get slayed. I'm playing later at night than usual, so I don't know. I don't know. Oh, baby. What the fuck is this? Is this a warning for the season? Oh no, random penalty. Alright, wait, hold up. I got this shit on too tight. Why does it say Happy New Year 2026? What the fuck? Nigga's been 2026 for like 3 months. If you in China, 2 months. The fuck? Mm, 41 FPS. Ew. You got me on poverty frame rates currently. Ew. Do it. Wait, I just thought about it. What the fuck quality is this on? Yeah, this quality is high as shit.
Bonjour. Here comes the merc with a mouth. My thing is here. Oh, winning.
Scarlet Witch awaits your
All right, let me test my chat real quick on TikTok and see if I need to have this TikTok shit. Oh wait, I would still have to have TikTok Studio open. Let's see if I can view my live from here.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Let me look at my TikTok live and make sure I'm actually like,
Hey,
live.
sugar.
Alright, time to clobber your foes.
Okay, yeah, you can see it. You can see it if you joined in. All right. Ding, 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 ding. Duel, even though she's running up the steps. If she accepts, she accepts.
Man, turn this shit up.
Was it the rogue? 'Cause I feel like it was the rogue for some reason.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yep.
Sure as hell won't be my last.
Wolverine band incoming. If Wolverine gets banned, I'll just fist it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Like I could just smell it like white on rice. Ding. Yeah, go ahead, get Jeff the fuck out of here. Oh, Daredevil band? Sweet. Stuck playing Iron Fist still. Percent days damage gonna be on your ass. Where's Iron Fist? Alright, let me run to the air and, you know, get my little bullshit healing on.
Alright, time to clobber your foes.
Time to heal.
Got him. Got him! Hold up, I do need to turn rivals down a bit though. Don't forget to pick your character. Iron Fist, Iron Fist, Iron Fist. Aw, this nigga picked Emma. Bro, you're fucked. You're fucked. I might as well put the 1 on the board now. You're fucked. You're fucked, buddy.
Alright, time to clobber your foes.
暴元首一。
And got him. Oh no! There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I almost fucked up the cooldown. I had to punch her a couple times to get my parry back. Hold on. Iron Fist again. Yeah, Emma don't work on Iron Fist in 1v1s, nigga. She don't. She don't. Cloak and Dagger, you're fucked. Pal, you're cooked. Because you're gonna try and run at. You're gonna try and either hide me or pull me. You're fucked, buddy. You're fucked.
Alright, time to clobber your foes.
He died. They always try and use running as a result. They always resort to running, and I always resort to chasing them. I'll hit rematch if they're behind me. Give them the courtesy rematch. What the fuck was that? Give them the courtesy rematch and wait, and then I realize that this is not my instrumental, and I don't know why I haven't taken this shit out the list yet. That's one win so far, though. Ding, 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 ding. I gave him the courtesy rematch, and I gave him a little second to accept it. This is a little fucker. Yep, there we go. Backyard again. Initiate duel. Oh wait, let me switch the fuck off of Fisty before people figure out I'm gonna use the Fister.
You picked the wrong day to
Duel.
drag this mess, bub.
Duel. Why are you running at me like you want to fight, little nigga? I sent you 2 requests, little nigga. Either you want to fight or not. I gotta check and see how good this this censoring feature is, because I turned it on and I haven't, like, I can't hear myself while I'm streaming, you know, obviously. So like I don't know how good it's working. Duel, initiate duel. I don't know who that is up there, but I'm going to send him an invite. You twerking, but I'm about to invite you.
The invisible woman is here.
That's the same person from earlier. Invite her again. Somebody finna accept this invite. If nobody does, I'm about to leave Times Square. Well, not Times Square as a whole, but I'm gonna just load in and reload. There we go. I was about to say, I was about to load out and reload in.
My first rodeo sure as hell won't be my last.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is, kids.
Yep, you know it. You already know what it is. Silent Hill. Ban that hoe. Ban that hoe. Ah, got it. They forfeited their first ban. Sweet. Hey, a win is a win. A win is a win. I'm not gonna hold you. Moon Knight. Moon Knighter. He's mooning us, guys. He's mooning us. Oh no, he's mooning in me, twin. Yo, another one? Hey, I guess he's mooning it, twin. He's mooning it. Like, this makes me want to play PP. I'm not gonna lie. If I get somebody bronze or under, like any lower ranks than me, I'm gonna play BP against them.
Alright, time to clobber your foes.
They never learn. The hard-headed never learn. Stop trying to run from me. I low-key should go Blade. That would be funny, but I'm not. I'm gonna go Iron Fist. Put Mr. Fister in the back. Yo! Is this the same person? They have the exact same responses. I can tell you that much. I'm not gonna give her advantage. I'm gonna come to the pole and heal. That's not gonna save you. God damn it. Oh, wait, she accepted it. Hold up, sit on her head and heal. She accepted the loss. She said, hey, fuck it. Take me, twin. She said, just take my life. Take my life, twin. Take my life, twin. Scarlet Witch. That is just about the worst choice you could possibly make. I might as well put the win on the board, but you know, never say never or whatever they be saying, you know? You feel me? Type 1 in the chat if you think I'm finna lose.
Fury. Time to heal.
Oh no! I missed the kick. Whatever. Take it again, dude. I bet you I won't miss my kick twice in a row. I bet you I'll shoot this motherfucker. I bet you I won't miss my kick twice in a row. I bet you I bet money I won't miss my kick twice in a row. I bet you money I won't miss my kick twice in a row. Come here, let me show you. Let me show you something, twin. Let me show you, twin Daniel. Oh no! Alright, bro. Hold up. We using auto aim? Let's have an auto aim off. I didn't miss my kick though, so I did tell the truth.
Fuck an eye for an eye. I'm smoking all you niggas.
Fuck an eye for an eye. I'm smoking all you sisters. Oh, this yo, that's kind of clever. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of clever. Fucking loser. What? I didn't get any health from that. I didn't get any health from that. What? What? It no-regged me. It no-regged me. That was nasty. That was absolutely disgusting. It no-regged me. That was a crazy no-reg, bro. That was a crazy no-reg. Hold on. That's one loss though. That was a crazy no-reg because I had better rotations than them. Did they run like a bomb? They ran like a bomb. I know, Reg. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. How do people be doing that? With Fantastic. They be doing the King Fantastic. Duel. And then the black one. Okay, duel. There we go. I don't know why I have a habit of still trying to click duel after that, but whatever. B. Alright, there we go. Picking Daredevil, by the way. You better not ban him. You better not ban him, or I'm gonna put the Thor hammer inside you. And there'll be nothing you can do about it. What if I do some dumb shit and just ban him off rip? Who bans Wolverine? That's such a weird random ban. That's such a random character to take off the CSS. I don't know. I genuinely have no reason why you would ban him. Oh my god. Now I have to play DD no matter what. Whatever. DDV DD. DDV Rogue. DDV
for an eye. I'm smoking all you niggas.
DDV thing, by the way. Just rotate properly and don't fight inside the bubble. No game.
You wanna get this work? A bitch nigga on my radar.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I had a jaw clenching moment. Hold on. I had a jaw clenching moment. I had to sit there, it out. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Take these batons. Hold these batons in your chest. Oof. I don't know about this pick. I don't know about this pick, G. Everybody sees me play a dive character and they think, oh, Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is not good without his infinite heals.
Ready to die, fuck nigga.
Oh, I was about to say. I was about to say, you not finna no reg my cake twice. You not finna no reg my cake twice. Higher rank than me, by the way. Yeah, Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
All you niggas.
Who we going up against? Who's the big DD going up against? Yeah, they're just going with the flow to try and get out of it. Yeah, I think they gave up. I genuinely think they gave up, bro. Because they didn't even try to like shoot back or nothing. Like they just activated their joint for me to come close. But like, bro, I have 2 ranged options that are up basically every 3 seconds. Like, bro, were you trying? I guess, bro. Didn't even spawn in the same time square as me. I sad. Hey, hold on. I was about to say 3 queens, but it was only 2. It's 2 queens over here. Yes, sir. You know what I'm about to ask? I'm not beating the disgusting pig of a man allegations, am I? Nope. Yeah, I figured that. These motherfuckers still sitting over here. Why are you sitting over here with this caucus woman? You know that wasn't canon. Your ass would never actually do that, nigga. You're the king of a black nation. You would never do no shit like that, bro. Brose. There's somebody right now who stopped playing Marvel Rivals because when they added the big mode, you couldn't upskirt characters. Oh, I can't upskirt characters. Oh, this game's not worth playing. Bro, if you don't take your gooned out ass to a different website, bro. Because when you think about it, Marvel Rivals is technically a website. You don't take your gooned out intentions to a different source. Marvel Rivals doesn't have prime gooning material. I can't play it. Yeah, bro. You know you can't play it. Because you can't get no play. Shut your goof ass up. Actually, I want to ban Jeff first. I don't know why. Bucky, valid ban. Valid ban. I hate Bucky. It's not as bad as before where Bucky had no counters. Now he has 2 counters. Like hard counters. I didn't even look at this person's rank. These are very low rank ass bans. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go Blade for the first. What the? Bro, why is everybody going rogue? Do I want to go Wolvie? Yes. If I lose, I'll go Fister. Come on. Ah, shit. You gotta kill me again. Stop running. Stop running. Stop running. I feel like when you hit somebody from the side, like they just get scared of you all of a sudden. I like that feeling. You fucking bum. You bum ass bitch. Hold on. Actually, wait. I'll see if I can beat him with Wolverine, and if not, I'll go Cause he has to take me out twice. GG's. Oh, that missed by a mile. I literally can't approach him with that stinking circle. Boy. Game. Y'all saw that. That was the craziest transport I've seen in my life. Game. I straight up can't move. Got him. That's what patience does. Didn't even get off my first health bar. That's what that patience do. I cooked him through lag, by the way. Burned him through lag, by the way. Bro, y'all don't want nothing. Y'all don't want nothing to do with me. Hey, I have a second health bar. Got him. He's gone. That brother is gone. You die faster when you do that. Bro, in the Wolverine matchup, you can't inflate. You die faster if you inflate. Don't inflate. Chat, if you ever go against the Wolverine, don't inflate. Oh, that's 2 wins I forgot to put on the board. Actually, I don't know if that's 2 or 1. So I'm gonna just put 1. Oh wait, no, it is 2. Because that other rogue that I beat 2 insta rogue pickers. The things y'all about to hear gonna make you a fan. Come on. Somebody take this damn challenge. Bad is gonna give me a duel. Please, speed. I need this. Nobody want to duel? Nobody want to fight? Y'all all in an arena for fighting, but y'all don't want to fight. Really? Come on now, bro. Nobody here wants to have a problem. All along. So nobody here wants to fight. So you motherfuckers just here to stand around, bro. Why do you come to this mode to stand around? You literally come to the fighting ring to not fight. They need to add matchmaking to this. That would be so much cooler, because it's so annoying to just run around and press G or whatever it is on controller over and over until you get lucky enough to find a match. Room full of people in a fighting ring, don't nobody want to fight. Like, that's not crazy to you? Oh, that Jeff is downstairs. Hooting and hollering, twin. Quit the hooting and hollering, twin. I'll fight you. Yeah, I like how the pixelation filter messes up sometimes. Like, they're saying he's too adorable to be censored in that particular moment. Room full of people. There we go. I was about to get tight. Room full of people. Don't nobody want to have a battle? Like, nobody want to combat? Like, jeez. Better not ban DD and Thing. If we ban DD, it's fine. But DD and Thing, you're getting cooked. Yep. Let's get Jeff out of here. Hey! Now I can use that on Invis. Chat. Get him out of here. Get her out of here. I don't want to see her in my game. Chat. Get her out of here. I love that feeling of banning Jeff first and then they ban Penny first because Penny's closer. Okay. So you want to low-key cheese. I see you.
I'm smoking all you niggas.
Ah ha 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 ha. I feel like this is a Smurf account just by the name.
Don't need you.
That don't work on me anymore, bro. Loki's not that good in this mode. I swear to you. He's really not. If you don't have to guess, Loki's not good. Unless he picks Daredevil, I'm gonna go Blade.
I'll fight to end the
Okay, Blade.
that spawned me.
Excuse me? Yeah, there's a classic, guys. Guys, you have to watch this. Nope, we're not playing that game. Y'all like that parry, right? Y'all like that parry, right? I said I already know you're finna dash at me. Come on, let me see it. Again. Unless he goes, alright, Deadpool, valid. Bro, I said don't dash at me again, buddy. This is my world. Welcome to my world. I feel like bro's finna click my head for the rest of these matches. I heal faster than that. I heal faster than that, buddy. Yep, I heal faster than you, twin. I heal faster than you, twin. I heal faster than you, twin. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot. You can't. Why is that a thing? Why can't you emote in his vampire form? What if I want to emote and see the glowing eyes move back and forth? Courtesy rematch. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, okay, I guess that was an accidental accept. Maybe they're playing on controller and they just biffed the button. Hey, this is my second chance to taunt. And it canceled at the same part of the taunt. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Why did they teleport me to an empty Times Square from when I was bumping, bro? Are you for real? Thank you. Thank you. Thank God, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? At least there was a whole group of people over there last time. Now it's nobody. Oh, I had to leave Times Square and come back. Oh, I forgot to document those last 2 wins. If I ever forget a win or anything, just let me know, y'all. Actually, it's been 30 minutes. I was about to say, if it's been an hour on TikTok, I'm hopping off. Actually, the requires 25 minutes and I hit 30. And I'm a bit tired because it's 12 a.m. So I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed on a win streak. Bye. And then a TikTok live. And then after that, I'm ending this.